Welcome back, guys. We're here for Jaws 2.0.
Hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jaws. I'm Jason Wahler, alongside my beautiful wife, Ashley Wahler. First and foremost, sorry we missed you guys last week. We needed to take some time off just to be together, disconnect, spend some time with the kids. It's been busy, which will also be a part of kind of a talking point for our topic today as we break down the ability for you to evaluate some of the most important things in your life and how much time you're actually allocating to them. So we're going to do a little pie graph and a little exercise, but before we do, how you doing, Ash?
I'm tired, feel out of breath, but fine. We started softball again and baseball, and so I feel like we have absolutely no time right now. It's like, see y'all in a year because I'm not going to be seeing anybody because we're at the ball field at least 3 times a week, and then I'm going to be on maternity leave, which is also why this is close to our last episode. We're only having 15 episodes this season because then there will be a baby. So we're going to take a pause for a while after season 3, and we'll be back for season 4. After I'm off maternity leave, which will be really nice.
No, that'll be good. But we've really enjoyed this process with you guys and getting back into this. It's been nice to obviously reconnect and spend more time together. But hopefully this is helpful for you guys and us just being open and transparent about just our experience, our strength, our hope. Again, continue to reach out to us. Let us know what you guys like, what you don't like. But today, I wanted to talk to you guys about an exercise a mentor of mine showed me years ago, and it's something that I do on an annual basis and to reevaluate just kind of where I'm at. And I actually did this in Bible study, and it's something that you and I should do. I don't think that you and I have ever done this together, and it's just more of like personal growth and just kind of identifying where you're at. And so in the simplest form, this is an opportunity to you to pause, reflect, and to look at like, hey, what are the most important things in my life, and how much time and energy am I allocating towards them? And so again, I'll basically draw this for you guys to be able to see because it may be a little complicated, but I'm gonna try my best to explain it to you. But for me, when I did this graph and when I do it, there's 8 things on this pie graph. So I identified, and I'll give you a few examples. Like, for me, some of the most important things is my relationship with God, my family time, exercise, health when it comes to like nutrition, my relationship with finances, whatever those top things in your life are, write those down. And so it may be right now in the simplest form. Some of the guys I was at Bible study with, they're like, hey, I don't have 8 things right now that I want to focus on. I just want to focus on 4. That's fine. So when you make your pie graph, and when I draw this, you'll be able to make the pie graph and associate it with however many things that you have. So if you have 4 things, you have 4 slices of pie. If you have 6 things, you'll make 6 slices. If you have 8, 10, and so on. But really what you're supposed to do is to draw this, and it gives you a really cool visual for you to see this. And so when you draw this graph, you label your things around this pie, and each section represents that area. And so God, family time, exercise, however that is, and you basically draw this pie graph and you number it from the very bottom. So the center of the pie would be a 1, a 2, a 3, all the way to the top, which would be a 10. And so when you go around, so like, for me, I had to evaluate, okay, like how's my time in my relationship with the Lord? And I'll be real with some of these answers right now. Like my relationship with God right now is probably a 6. There's, it's not the best, but it's also definitely not the worst. I pray often, I spend time in the Word, I go to Bible study, I go to church, and I make it a part of my life, but there is room for improvement. Let's take an area like let's be specific around like nutrition, not exercise, but like food. I definitely am probably like a 2 or a 3 right now, and that's one of the most important things in my life. I want to improve that. So like, okay, that gives me a visual. So okay, so I'm going around this pie graph. Okay, 7 with my relation, or 6 or 7 with God. Okay, a 2 or a 3 with food. Go back around. Let's go to exercise. It's at a 5. So I'm looking at that, and so okay, there's definitely room for improvement with there. Okay, work is the next one. Work, I'm probably like a 9. Okay, that's like where I spend so much of my time, so much energy. and it's jeopardizing other areas of my life. So again, hopefully you're getting the idea when you're going around this, but then this creates this visual. Pull this up. So, and Ashley can trace over this with me. Okay, so draw a circle here. And out of this, let's make this the center. And then for simplicity, let's just do 6 things today. Okay, so number 1, let's put God. Let's put family. Let's put exercise. Let's put work. Let's put, for me, I'll do my recovery program. And then the last one, let's put, we got to do food. Okay, right? So we got God, family, exercise, work, recovery program, food. Those are the things that are the most important things I'm wanting to focus on. And then from here, we'll basically just label these out. Each of these be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. Okay? So basically, like I said, for God, I took a couple notes here. So God is a 6 for me. So I'm going to put God's here. So I shade this in. Okay? Family is what I put family as. It's we didn't even go over family, but I'll put this one down as I spend a lot of time with my family. It's more of like an 8, which is obviously good, fine. Exercise is at like a 5. So let's go here, shade this in. Work is definitely like a 9. So I can kind of get this. Recovery program, right now, it's lacking. It's like a 3 or a 4. Okay. Food, struggling there. Okay. So what this does is it creates a visual for you to see, where your life is at. So it's like, obviously, work needs to be some of that stuff taken off. I could definitely start plugging that more time and energy in to food prep, making sure that I'm eating more, eating healthier, making sure that my diet's on track. Recovery, definitely need to add some time and energy towards that so it could build it out. But the goal is for, as you continue to do this over the course of time, that it becomes more equal around these areas. And for me, when by the time I die, I would love to be an 8 or a 9 across all across the things that are the most important in my life.
Okay, so I'm a visual learner, so that's much more helpful now that I'm looking at it. Would you want all these to be 10s or not really?
I don't think you could ever hit a 10 in all areas. I think that means like you're perfect, and I think one, that's an unrealistic expectation, and that's why I kind of stated that, I think if you can get to an 8 or a 9 across the board, that would be absolutely incredible. And again, is outside of this, there's a lot of time and energy that I'm diverting that aren't even a part of this circle, right? And so I think that's also being mindful when I agree to do things, when I make commitments, like what are those things that are there? And again, is these things can shift in the season of life that you're in. Mine have been pretty consistent when it comes to the 8 things that I've had. I think maybe once or twice it's switched over the last few years, but again, as it's in this kind of in the same vein, it kind of attaches to the other one, but it's like I'm being more specific and molding through it. But I don't know, this is something, again, this is just a tool and a resource for me. Like, I am a visual learner as well, and I really want to be able to see, like, holy cow, like, these are the most important things in my life, and, there's 2 things out of these 6 just on this list that are completely dominating, right? Yeah. And so, I think it'd be a really cool thing that you guys could do, and I think Ashley and I should actually do this collectively together. We've done something that we did that was different, and it was a pie graph, and it kind of is in the same vein. It was just more around our time and like time management and where we can allocate that. And I think those two would actually go hand in hand and go really well. But what is your initial thoughts or feedback on this? Because I know I've done this, and I know you know that I've done this for years, but it's something that we haven't really gone over. And it's like something I've just been working with a mentor of mine. But it helped create just a ton of clarity. And I mean, the person that created this, I mean, it's been around forever. It wasn't like, the guy I'm working with came up with it. I know a lot of people in like the corporate world and stuff utilize this, but I don't know. It was something that's been really helpful for me.
I like doing exercises, especially visual exercises that I can actually physically write down. I'm not good with like computer, like creating a graph on a computer. So I feel like I like that. It's more tangible. I also think it can go hand in hand. Obviously, we did like digital detox over the last month and stuff like that. So I think it'd be really good to see where time's going to be allocated. I also feel like there's a big shift that's happening in our lives with this new baby and like really refocusing our energy on like, okay, we only have, you know, these 8 things or these 6 things that we need to focus on. All those other things, they're going to deter from like what the main focus is and what our energy needs to be put towards. And so really being mindful of that and present about that is really important.
When it creates like this opportunity for you to be intentional, you know, I think that's the thing that I love about that. Like you're saying with like the digital detox, and it's like you can do this. I do this once a year. I should probably do it every single month. I mean, I think in the beginning, like you could do it multiple times just to kind of see the progress that you're making, and it's cool to be able to lay those things out and be like, oh my gosh, like look at the improvements that I'm making along this. And you can add or subtract stuff. Like I said, like right now for you, it'd be a cool thing to add in is like the digital detox. Like you're doing a lot more stuff when it comes to like biblical reading and being in the Word, and then just also like self-care and taking time for yourself. Like it's cool to see that because again, as you get so it's almost like a simplified version of journaling. And so I don't know, I just thought it was a really cool tool that I wanted to bring to you guys because again, going back to like why we didn't film last week is just we were so overwhelmed the week prior. Just was like, and I've shared about it too, it's just like the burnout. It's like, you know what, hey, we just got to take some time for ourselves. And like, you know, work has just been so overbearing, and I think for kids a lot of us
sports and all that too.
But I think for a lot of people it's just like life is just so fast, go 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 go. And it's like Ashley and I even having to talk about like, why did we move to Tennessee? And you know, one of the main things and the key pieces is like, yeah, we wanted to provide our kids a different quality of life, and we wanted to slow, you know, but one of the main things was to slow our lives down. And we've had to talk about that multiple times because we came here and it's like we're so grateful and there's such quality problems, but it's like I feel like we've been busier than we ever have.
Yeah, totally agree. Well, I love that. I hope that tool is really useful for you guys. And I know we only have 2 episodes left after this, so we'll definitely miss you guys while I'm on maternity leave. Also, it will be a very nice break for myself.
Yeah. No, but any guys, give us your thoughts, your feedback around this, and if there's anything that you guys want to see us specifically talk about in these next couple episodes. But we look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.